Okay. Test. Okay. Last time we ended at 40 to 38, but he said my son shall not go down with you, for his brother is dead, and he alone is left. And if a harm should befall him on the way in which you go, then you will bring down any grey hairs in sorrow shall. This is where the brother who was um appointed by the pharaoh basically to figure out the famine problems met other brothers, and he told called them spies and shit. We go to the next chapter. Now the famine was severe in the land, and where they had completely assumed the grain which they had brought to Egypt, their father said to them, "Go back, buy us a little food." And when they had completely consumed the grain which they had brought out of Egypt, their father said to them, "Let me clean my glasses." But Judah spoke to him, saying, "The man solemnly warns, saying, You shall not see my face unless your brother is with you." If you're willing to send our brother with us, we'll go down to buy you grain for food. But if you're not willing to send him, you will not go down, for the man said to us, You shall not see my face unless your brother is with you. And Israel said, Why did you treat me so badly as to the as to tell the men that you had another brother? And they said, The man asked very carefully about us and about the relatives, saying, Is your father still alive? Do you have another brother? So don't hear about those things. Could you possibly know that he would say, Bring your brother down? Yes. And Judah said to Israel his father, Send the boy with me, and he will rise up and go, that we may live and not die, we and you, our little ones. I myself will be short. What is that? Surety for him, of my hand you may require him. If I do not bring him to you and set him before you, then I shall bear the blame of sinning before you forever. For if we had not delayed, by now we could have returned wise. And their father Israel said to them, If it must be so, then do this. Take some of the choice fruits of the land in your bag, and give a present down to the man, a little balm and a little honey, aromatic gum, and myrrh, pistachio nuts and almonds. Okay. And take double the silver in your hand, and carry back in your hand the silver that was returned in the mouth of your sacks. Perhaps it was a mistake. Take your brother also, and rise up, return to the man. And may the all-sufficient God grant you mercy before the man, that he may realize to you your older brother and Benjamin release, okay? And as for me, if I am to be bereaved of my children, I shall be bereaved. What's bereaved? Okay. So the men took this present, and they took the bowl of silver in their hand, and Benjamin, and they rose up and went down to Egypt and stood before Joseph. And when Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said to him, who was never over his house, Bring the men into the house and slaughter an animal and prepare it, for the men will eat with me at noon. And the men did as Joseph said, and the men brought the men into Joseph's house. And the men were afraid because they were brought to Joseph's house. And they said, It is because of the silver that was returned in our sacks the first time that we are being brought in, that he may come out against us, fall upon us, and take us as slaves with our donkeys. And they came near to the man who was over Joseph's house and spoke to him at the door of the house and said, Please, my lord, we indeed came down the first time to buy grain for food, and when we came to the logging place, we opened our sacks, and there was each man's silver in the mouth of his sack. Our silver was weighed, so I have brought it back in our land. He has also brought down his silver in our hand to buy grain for food. We do not know who put our silver in our sacks. And he said, Be in peace, don't fear. Your God and the God of your father is giving you treasures in your sacks. Your silver came to me. Then he brought Simon out of them, and the man brought the men into Jesus' house and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and they gave their donkeys fodder. And they prepared the present for Joseph's coming at noon, for they had heard that they would eat a meal there. And when Joseph came into the house, they brought him the present which was in their hand into the house, and bowed down to the ground to him. And he asked them about their welfare and said, Is your father well? The old man of whom you spoke, is he still alive? And they said, Your servant, our father, is well. He is still alive. And they bowed and paid him homage. And he lifted up his eyes and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son, and said, It is your youngest brother, of whom you spoke to me. And he said, God be gracious to you, my son. And Joseph hurried, for his inward parts burned for his brother. Sought a place to weep, so he entered into his chamber and wept there. Then he washed his face and came out, and he controlled his son and said, Serve the meal. And they served him by himself. They served him by himself, and them by themselves, and the Egyptians who ate with him by themselves, because the Egyptians could not eat a meal with the Hebrews, so that it was abomination to the Egyptians. And they sat before him, the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his youth. And the men looked at one another in astonishment. And he had portions brought to them for before him. However, Benjamin's portions were 5 times as much as others, and they drank and were merry with him. Okay. And he commanded how much? And he commanded him who was over his house, saying, Fill the men's sacks with food, as much as they can carry, and put each man's silver in the mouth of the sack. And put my cup, the silver cup, in the mouth of the sack of my youngest with his silver for the grain. And he did so according to the word that Joseph had spoken. As soon as the morning was light, the men were sent away, they and their donkeys. When they had just gone out of the city and were not yet far off, Joseph said to him who was over his house, Rise up, follow after the men, and when you overtake him, say to them, okay, over his house, rise up, why did you repay evil? Why have you repaid evil for good? It is not that from which my lord drinks, and which he indeed uses for tithing. You have done wrong in so doing. Wait, it is not that from which my lord drinks, and which he indeed uses for tithing. You have done wrong in so doing. Oh, bro, what the fuck? Why have you repaid evil for good? And is it not that from which my lord drinks, and which he indeed uses for tithing? You have done wrong in so doing. And he overtook them and spoke those words to them, and said to him, Why does my lord speak such words as these? Far be it from your servants to do such a thing. See how we brought back to you from the land of Canaan the silver which we found in the mouth of our sacks. How then could we steal silver and gold out of your lord's house? How we brought back to you from the land of Canaan the silver. With whomever of your servants is it found, let him land, and we ourselves will become my lord's slaves. Okay, that's... No, what the fuck is happening here? Let's analyze it. It is not that from which my lord drinks, and which is indeed he indeed used for tithing. You have done wrong in doing so. What? The silver cup in the mouth? And he overtook them. What's that logic? He see how we broke back to land the silver which we found in the mouth of the sacks. Then how could we steal silver out of your Rose house? I don't understand this part. And he said, now also let it be according to your words. He with whom it is found will be my slave, and the rest of you will be blameless. Then each man hurried and lowered his sack to the ground, and each man opened his sack, and he searched picking with the oldest and ending with the youngest, and the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. And they tore their garments, and each man loaded his donkey, and they returned to the city. And Judah and his brothers came to Joseph's house, and he was not there, and they fell to the ground before him. And Joseph said to them, what deed is that you have done? Do you know such a man as I can indeed divine? Put my cup into the mouth of the sack of the youngest. Do you know what? Okay. And Judah said, what can we say to my lord? What can we speak? And how can he justify himself? Because he has found out the immoral. Okay, sure, why not? Iniquity of your servants. Here we are my lord's slaves, both we and the one in whose hand the cup has been found. But he said, far be it from me to do this. The man in whose hand the cup has been found, he will be my slave, but for the rest of you go up in peace to your father. Then Judah came near to him and said, please, my lord, let your servants speak a word in my loud ears, and let not your anger burn against yourself a year, for you are even as my lord asked his servants, saying, do you have a father or a brother? And we said to my lord, we have another father and a younger child of his old age, and his brother is dead, and he alone is left. What? What? Okay, so let your servant speak a word. My lord asked his servants, old age, and his brother is dead, and his lost his mother, and his father lost him. And you said to your servants, bring him down to me, that I may see set my hands on him. And we said to my lord, that boy cannot leave his father, for if he should leave his father would die. And so and you said to your servants, unless a younger brother came down with you, you shall see my face no more. And when we went up to your servant my father, we taught him my lord's words, and our father said, return, buy us a little food. But we said, you cannot go down. If our younger brother is with us, we will go down, for we cannot see the man's face unless our younger brother is with us. And your servants, my father said to us, you know that my wife bore me 2 sons. And the one went away from me, and I said, surely he has been torn in pieces, and I have not seen him to this day. And if you take this one also from me and harm befalls him, you will bring down my grey hairs into misery to show. Now therefore, when I came to your servant father, my father, and the boy is not with us, then his life being down up in the boy's life. When he sees that the boy is not with us, he will die, and your servant will bring down the grey hairs of your servant. Okay. Without the grey hairs of your servant or father and sorrow, blah blah blah. Am I tripping? For your servants became started at 43, 44. Let me read one more probably. For how shall I go? Okay, now therefore, please let your servant remain as a slave to my lord instead of the boy, and let the boy go up with his brothers. For how shall I go up to my father if the boy is not with me? I fear to see the evil that would come out of my father. Then Joseph could not control himself before all those who attended him, and he cried out, "Have everyone go, everyone go out from me." So there was no one standing with him when Joseph made himself known to his brothers, and he cried so loudly that Jesus heard it, and the household of Pharaoh heard it. And Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph, is my brother still alive?" But his brothers could not answer him, so troubled were they at his presence. And Joseph said to his brothers, "Please come closer to me." And again closer, and he said, "I am your brother. I am your brother Joseph, whom you sold into Egypt. And now do not be grieved of anger with yourself because you sold me here, for God sent me before you to preserve life. For the famine has been in the midst of the land these 2 years, and there are still 5 years in which there will be neither plowing nor harvest. And God sent me before you to preserve for you a remnant into the earth and keep you alive by a great deliverance." Deliverance is rescued. They actually be rescued. So now it is not you who sent me here, but God, and He has made me a father to Pharaoh and Lord of all his house and ruler over all the land of Egypt. Now hurry and go up to my father and say to him, "Thus say your son Joseph, God has made me Lord of Egypt. Come down to me, do not delay." God has made me Lord of all Egypt. Okay. And ye shall dwell in the land of Goshen, and be near to me, and you and your children, and your grandchildren's children, and your flocks, your herds, and all that you have. And there I will sustain you, for there are still 5 years of famine to come, so that you and your household, and all that you have, do not become impoverished. And now your eyes see, and the eyes of my brother Benjamin see that it's my own mouth that speaks to you. And you must tell my father of all my glory in Egypt, and of all that you have seen, and you must have him bring my father down here. And he fell upon his brother Benjamin's neck and wept, and Benjamin wept upon his neck. And he kissed all his brothers and wept upon them, and after that his brothers talked with him. And when the report was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, "Joseph's brothers have come," it was pleasing to Pharaoh and to his servants. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Say to your brothers to this, load your beasts and depart, go to the land of Canaan." Okay, I'm curious about this shit, by the way. Fuck, I can't. It's dark in the room, I can't do shit. Oh, fuck off. Jesus Christ, fuck off. What? What? Piece of good. F11. My god. Google Maps. Okay. There were Where the fuck is Canal? Where is Canal? I'm to be tripping. So what? Uh, so what the fucking? They came here to here around Egypt, like here. God, man. Man, this area of the world is a mindfuck. I'll talk about it at the end. And take your father and of your husband to me, and I will give you the best of land of Egypt, and you eat the fat of the land. And you are commanded to this take wagons out of the land, you should worry the ones and for your wives, and bring your father and come, and not because of your possessions, for the best of all land of Egypt is yours. And when some of Israel did so, and Joseph gave them wagons according to the command of Pharaoh, and gave them provisions for the way. For each one he gave changes of garments, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of garments. And he sent to his father the following 10 donkeys loaded with the best of Egypt, and 10 female donkeys loaded with grain, and bread and provisions for his father on the way. So he sent his brother away, and as they departed, he said to them, do not quarrel on the way. So they went up out of Egypt and came to the land of Canaan, and Jacob their father, and they told him, saying, Joseph is still alive, and he is ruler over the land of Egypt, over all the land of Egypt. And his heart grew numb, for he did not believe them. And they told him the Lord Joseph, which he had said to them. And when he saw that the wagons which Joseph sent to carry them, the spirit of Jacob their father revived. And Israel said, is it enough? Joseph my son is still alive, I will go and see him before I die. Oh, fuck me. Alright, so let's talk in what happens in this part. You have the whole bullshit where Joseph was not showing his face, and he asked the youngest brother to come to them, and they came first to they returned to the land of Canaan, which is Israel, apparently. And his father, Jacob, or Israel, told them that he needs to like lock in, like he needs to like give the money back, that the money he had. Okay. Joseph first thought that his brothers, he faked thinking that his brothers were spies to test them or some shit. Then he make told him to go back to his father and bring his youngest brother. I think only one of the brothers stayed there for collateral, but I'm not sure. It's so confusing. Then, when that shit happened, right? When that shit happened, his father said, bring double the silver, so you give the silver back if shit has hit the fan. Because he gave you the silver, so give it back if it was a mistake, also give many gifts. And they went down, they bound to him, they broke the brother. He almost, our lad, Joseph almost cried, but he came back. They had dinner, and when they were going, he gave them stuff, but he also gave a cup to Benjamin, the little brother. And then he made one guy go and check if someone stole something, and they said, we don't steal. We didn't steal, like we bought silver, why would they steal? Like we bought our money, why would we steal? But then they found the cup in Benjamin, and they all went to the house. And then he reviewed himself, and everyone cried, everyone was happy. The Pharaoh heard that and said, the Pharaoh heard the crying and the happiness, and at the end everyone was invited to go back to go to Egypt to live there. Okay, first of all, Great boo N-word. Like, the fuck is he doing, man? Why would you feed your? I mean, it's famine. I don't know, man. Why? Isn't the whole point of saving the food to feed to the normal people? Why would you feed fat and shit? Why would you promise them fat stuff? Why would you promise them good food? Like, this is just embezzlement of stuff. Secondly, I don't understand this whole dynamic. The Egyptians found the Hebrews disgusting abominations or something. I actually check that right now. 4634, let's say. As in the future, that's like fucking. Okay. And the second thing is like here. All of the major religions apparently historically have been here. Israel. Now here's the question. How come Israel, right? Christianity starts from here, apparently. Or from what I heard at the start. From the two rivers, some shit. This is one of the main areas of Christianity. And this is one of the main areas in the Genesis, at least, because like Egypt is what talked about. Oh, it's 30 canal, nice. So my question would be, right? My very good question would be, how the fuck do majority of Muslims live in the around the area where Christianity started from? What the fuck is going on? Like, mindfuck. Anyways, that'll be the Bible video for today. I guess I can do a bit of a bullet game for shits and giggles. Man, this Bible shit is going away. This shit is mental. I guess. Okay. It's time to win. Watch him go. Oh my god, stupid boy. Come on, go here. Cunt. Take, please, take, bro. Come on, take, please. When you fucking cunt. Bastard. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Go here? I don't fucking know. He can't. Oh my fucking god, you degenerate. Yo, watch this play. Bastard. Man, why is this guy smart? What the fuck? I can take here, he takes. Why did you not take with the queen? What? You absolute madlad. Oh my god, oh here. No? Okay. Watch him go here. No? This guy is a madlad, bro. What the fuck? I need to play faster. Can I set up a checkmate? Come on, set up a checkmate, boy. Come on. Oh, fuck, he has the queen. I'm blind as shit. Okay, I'll have to scam my way to victory. Oh my god, he's gonna go here. He's gonna run away with the horse. Fuck me. Okay, I still win. I have time. It's fun. I'm winning on time. Top G, top G, top G. Oh my god, I'm a retard. I'm a fucking blind fucker. At least I take the horse. Oh my god, I just won. I won because of scam. Oh my god, okay. Now with the video. Bye.